Hello and welcome back to Seagulls Central. Thank you so much for tuning into the channel again. My name is Adam MacDonald and welcome back to another video. Quick reminder, if you've not already subscribed to this channel, I can't even get my words out. If you've not already subscribed to this channel and you're part of the 73% of viewers who are watching this channel but haven't subscribed yet, please hit the subscribe button below. It really means a lot. Hit a like and comment on this video to let me know you're here. I appreciate you tuning in as always. Jumping on real quick to react to the big news of today. You know, it's one of those things that, as a football fan, it's one of the markers that you know the new season's coming. July the 1st rolls around. It's officially the start of the 25-26 season. You know, some teams like to get their kits out a bit earlier. We've done it bang on the nose of July the 1st. New season. We're all ready. We're prepared. Pre-season's coming at the end of this week. Players are joining as of today officially. You know, players that we'd signed before this deadline, they're now joining the club today, and we've got our new kit out, and I'm going to be reacting to it. One thing I will say is that I'm pleased that it's not become one of those instances where we're waiting like, you know, seemingly the whole summer. I think it was last year's kit, or maybe the year before, where it really felt like we were waiting like all summer. It might have even got into like the last week of July or something before we'd got the kit. I'd say this is like a pretty standard time that clubs would release a kit, around the 1st of July, and get people excited for the new season, get people buying it ahead of pre-season and starting afresh. So let's get into it. Here are my thoughts on it. It's fine. I don't know. I'm not a massive fan, I'm going to be honest. For me, I'll give my rating at the end, but I think for me, to be honest, it's okay. It's fine. I don't mind it. The main thing I think is that it just looks very similar to the kit we've had the season just gone, the 2024-25 kit. But it just looks like we've kind of inversed it. There was so much talk around how, you know, last season's kit was a little bit too much white, and I actually did agree with that. I thought it looked very white. I didn't like how the whole back of the kit was all white. And sometimes we would wear white shorts. Remember, in a Carabao Cup game, we wore white shorts. It felt very, very white. And it literally is the same kit. It's got the same neck stud. It's got the same sleeve. They've just inversed it. It's gone from being, you know, white with a bit of blue to now being blue with white stripes. I quite like it. If I had to pick between the two, it's weird. I kind of feel like I would usually have preferred this new one because it's a bit more blue, but actually, maybe it's just a recency bias thing. Like, because I'm aware of last season's kit, I've seen it so often. I kind of feel like I prefer that one. I'm not sure I love it. Let me go into it. So, as you'll be able to see on the screen now, it's just a pretty bog standard kit. It looks like the kind of kit you might buy if you were ordering like a Nike template kit for your local Sunday league side, and you needed some like generic blue and white striped kits. I remember I bought some blue and white hooped kits years ago from the Nike kind of template store, and it just kind of looks like that, but just with the stripes vertical. It's quite nice. Blue tick, like a light blue tick, turquoisey blue tick. Don't know what we think about that. I think, to be honest, I was never a massive fan. Do you remember in the promotion season we had the red tick? Wasn't a fan of that. Not a huge fan of the yellow tick. I know we obviously had that last season. I kind of prefer the yellow tick, though, to maybe this blue tick. I think for me, it's got to be a white tick. You just got to keep it simple, keep it white. I don't necessarily mind this. One thing I will say is I like the fact there's a lot of blue in it. And I think that's one thing for many years now I've spoken about, like, oh, we just want blue in it. But it just feels very, very uninventive. Obviously, we've got the, you know, the Visit Kissimmee badge on the sleeve in white. The back, to be fair to it, I'm just going to double check this. Okay, so the back is white. That's interesting. I was going to say it would have been a real change if the back was blue. I think I would have quite liked that, a blue back with white lettering and numbers. Interesting that it's a white back. I don't know. Traditionally, I would have felt like I wouldn't have liked that, but actually, kind of taking a look at it now, I feel like I don't mind that. I almost feel like maybe the front's a little bit too blue with that big strip around the sponsor of all being blue. So maybe the fact that actually the back is white kind of maybe makes that change. And I guess when you're watching matches, what you'll see is you generally see the backs of the players mainly, particularly if you're watching on television. Less so in the ground, obviously. So maybe it will feel a bit more white, but I do feel it's very heavy on the blue. Look, for me, it's fine. It's got obviously that turquoisey detailing, which I think is interesting. I guess for me the trouble is it's like, how do you change it up? The reason I find it a little bit annoying is because you see so many brilliant concept kits going around on social media. Ones with collars, ones where it's really smart, ones with like center badging, ones with nice little details. And like at the end of the day, I'm not the kind of fan who's like hugely bothered about a kit. Like the kit's the kit, you know. I don't always buy the kit as well. I'm not particularly bothered about buying a kit as a grown adult. Fair enough if you do. But it just feels to me a little bit copy and paste, you know, like, oh, can I copy your homework? Yeah, you can, but just like change a few bits. It's like one of those kind of kits. That's fine. I'm not going to get massively kind of hung up on it. Weirdly, it actually reminds me of the kit from the 21-22 season. Do you remember that? It was under Graham Potter. It was the one sort of just out of COVID, I think it was. It wasn't the pure lockdown, coming back in lockdown, beating Arsenal, the pinstripes one. It was the one the season after that, the one you think back to like Burn scoring the winner in the last minute against Man City in like a half-empty stadium. And it was quite similar in that sense, except for the fact that I think that one was a bit more inverted. I think that was white with blue, whereas this is kind of blue with white. I didn't also love the way that this new kit looked in the photos of them wearing it. And I don't know whether it's because like Lewis Dunk's quite a big guy with quite big muscle, you know, but I don't think it looked great on him. Didn't love it. But then I saw on the website when I went to go and just quickly have a look to get another photo of it up, there's a nice shot of Karu Mitoma and Diego Gomez wearing the kit. And I think it looks a lot nicer when Karu Mitoma and Diego Gomez are wearing it now. It might just be because Karu Mitoma, Diego Gomez, good looking guys. Not saying Dunk's not, but like they kind of styled it quite well. They had some nice trousers on with it and it looked quite smart. I don't know. I feel like it's fine. It's not going to go down as one of my favourites. Will I get it? Maybe, maybe not. Not really sure. It's not one that I'm massively buzzing about. If I have to give it a rating, I'd probably say a 6 out of 10. For me, it is what it is. It's a standard kit. You know, I'm not going to complain massively about it, but I'm also not really that excited about it. Maybe in 6 months' time, my view will change. And if you ask me to compare it to last season's kit, I'd probably say I prefer last season's kit. Maybe in like 6 months' time, if you ask me to compare the two, it might be that I kind of say, actually, this one is nicer. And maybe when we see it being played in. And to be honest, ultimately, with this kind of thing, it just kind of creates that excitement for the new season. It's not really necessarily about the kit, but to me, what it symbolises is like the start of the new season. It symbolises now that we've got Olivia Buscagli joining imminently. We've got Tommy Watson joining the club formally. We've got so many of these clubs. You know, we got Coppola, we got all of our summer transfers. Like people are formally joining now. Costellas, Seamas are formally Brighton players as of today. They're on the Brighton payroll. So it gets me excited for that. It makes me, remember and realise that pre-season's rolling around this Friday. The players report to pre-season. Then in a couple of weeks' time, 2-3 weeks' time, we're going to be seeing, pre-season camp underway. We're going to be seeing a few pre-season matches, maybe behind closed doors, maybe streamed. And then we're getting into like early August, late July when we're going, getting the Southampton friendly, the Wolfsburg friendly, and then the season proper is underway. So it just feeds into that excitement that you get around the new season. However, do I love it? I'm not sure. Let me know in the comments what you think. How does this compare? I've seen a real range of opinions in just a 5-minute scroll on Twitter since it was announced. Some people saying they love it. Most people, I think, shared my view, which is like, it's okay, don't love it, 5, 6, 7 out of 10. But if you love it, you think I'm wrong, get in the comments below. How does it compare to other kits we've had in the past? How does it compare to kits we've had in recent history? Are Brighton playing it safe? Do we need to ditch Nike? Like, where are we at? I feel like we're getting quite a lot of just like boring kits. Will you be buying it? Presumably there's going to be a range of training gear coming as well, so that'll be interesting to see what that is. But what it does, it just sets the motion into pre-season quite nicely. It gets us all quite excited. The bandwagon is underway for the new 25-26 season. New signings on the way. Pre-season this Friday. Games coming in the coming weeks. We've got something on the horizon to look forward to, and this is one of the things to get us over the line for the next few weeks. Thank you so much for watching this. Let me know in the comments what you think. Do you love it? Do you hate it? Do you rate it? Do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? Is it better or worse than a 6 out of 10 in my opinion? Let me know. If you like this video, please drop a like. Subscribe to the channel if you're part of the 73% of people who are cheekily watching this video without having subscribed to the channel. I will appreciate it very much if you do subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate your support as always. I will see you on the next one, which hopefully won't be too long. And as always, up the Albion.